everything under the right name now. So there we go.
Good.
That's cool. Think about that. So like last session wise, you guys got control of this little keep thing, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Dust Talon keep.
And Damien ate all the apples.
Yeah, he ate all the apples. They're just gone now. Piranha apples.
And then we wiped out those like cannibal people.
Yeah. Just by setting off a chain reaction and gas valves underneath the soil that then went to several different facilities and wiped everyone out. So yeah, I'd say it's been like a month since then. A couple of weeks maybe. And you guys are generally hanging out in this place and cleaning it and getting stuff sent down and things. And for you, like settlers have come up from Sweet Song, which is a nearby town that you all need. Well, you don't need to go to it. Like a quick recap, like actually,
yeah, we have to see.
Probably do.
We have to see Rockabilly Jim.
Yeah, quick recap. Like you guys were doing lots of different jobs, and then you came across the White brothers. Who one White brother, Alan, contracted you to go and save Aaron from a. I should have written them differently, but you know that's going to be confusing. And you did. You went and rescued him. And then you came back to the town, and it was on fire. Being attacked by a group that I've changed the name of because I didn't like the name, so they're now just called the Seven. So the Cabal, Saber, whatever they're called. They're just called the Seven now because
okay,
I can't be arsed saying the whole 3 words every single time. So they basically raided the town that you were in and killed Alan White because they were looking for a key that he had on his person. But he was the wrong brother. It was actually Aaron who had a key on his person, and he gave it to you, and said that it belongs to. It's one of 3 keys that opens a treasure trove somewhere out there. It could even be, from what he said, it might not even be in the ground. It could be in a building. Could be in the sky. Could be in the sea. Whatever. He doesn't know. But he's sick of them chasing him, so he gave the keys to you guys. The key to you guys. And you went and met Damien because he had intercepted the Brotherhood of Brass that you'd already had tangled with before, and you've just taken over their place by killing all of them and saving his brother. His brother now is just he's actually a really good stonemason, so he's like just going over the walls and seeing what he can do. But you can tell he's quite distressed after all the shit that he's seen there. He doesn't really want to be here anymore. And all of you are sort of feeling that same way. You don't really want to be in this place because this is where cannibals were basically, murdering people and chopping them up and putting them in pots and stuff. So it wasn't a very nice place at all. But you all know that in the Driftwood, places like this are really, really, really rare, like ridiculously rare, to get them intact, where you can actually have a defensible position. And you've had traders coming in the past couple of days from Sweet Song just wanting to set up shop in the walls, just so that you can have another trade route out of the town. It's up to you guys whether you accept that or not, whether you're trusting them or I'll let you guys discuss whether you want to do that or not, since it's yours by right of conquest. So
well, like how would it benefit us really? Like, would we get like commission or something?
Yeah, you'd have to ask them, but they'd definitely give you a kickback, but you'd have to ask them. The leader's a guy called John, so he's basically just a rugged old trader with a pack cow and a couple of bulls, just pulling along this big trawler full of like furs and wood and fine timber, cedar wood and stuff like that. So if you negotiate with him, he'd probably be able to give you some sort of kickback for using the space, yeah. But also, traders will bring in other people, so people who can repair the walls and people who can, tend the fields and stuff. So it'd probably work that way.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, you get the attention of other people as well, which you don't want coming to visit. But
yeah.
Yeah, that's the risk everyone takes when they try and live in the Driftwood.
Surgeons to surgeons. What do you guys think? You want to be under the radar or?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all in a room just like discussing, talking it over. Let's say, like the main kitchen, like Damien's just there chugging down an apple he's found, and Jackson just sort of going through his revolvers, just cleaning them, and Shireen is just like stroking a wolf, which is sitting on the desk, sitting on the table, just wagging his tail.
Aw.
Well, what do you think?
I think it sounds like a good idea to have some traders around. Give us a
Yeah.
little bit more resources if we need to get more resources, and reduces the amount of time that we have to go traveling to prepare for missions.
How much money does everyone have? Like,
At 3,700, almost 3,800.
Okay.
I almost have 4,000. Almost. I have like 3983. So.
I have 2768.
Yeah, because you are on your own for a little bit, weren't you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. If you guys all want to do that, then John offers you $2,000 a month to stay within the walls.
What does he sell? What does he trade?
He sells like furs and timber, mainly cedar wood, because Sweet Song is surrounded by cedar trees, which are quite rare. And they're like really amazing pliable wood. Anyone from Israel, hello, you have lots of cedar trees in Lebanon and places like that. So Israel and Lebanon. So, and they were coveted basically by the Romans and Egyptians and Seleucids for having. It's really strong, but it bends. It's not brittle. It actually bends all the way down as well, and it's long lasting. So it's wood that you can actually use in firearms. You can build firearms with this wood. You can take the place of metal in certain parts. So like the shaft and different places like that. Triggering mechanisms. So yeah, that's what he sells. He sells basically cedar wood and furs and food. Obviously, everyone sells food. And his offers to get. He said he'll give you the first month's food. Like he'll stock up. And Damon's just like, well, will there be apples? He's like, yes, there will be apples. So yeah, he offers it to fully stock your pantry. So yeah, I'll do all that, and I'll give you, say, $2,000 a month, which should cover all the expenses of having us here. So.
Okay. Would we get a discount on the food, like for the future?
He said, yeah, I can look into that. I'll give you like a 25% discount.
Okay. I mean, that sounds good to me. Do you guys think that's all right?
Yeah,
Sure.
sounds like a good plan to me.
Right.
Okay.
So he's happy with that. So he signs that off, and his people start like moving shit into the place. And what do you think is the best thing to do with Dusk Talon at the moment? With Dusk Talon Keep, what would be the best? What would be your first order of business? You got some resources, and you got a few traders coming in from Sweet Song who are like just milling around and asking you what needs doing and stuff. And they said that you can get some like cement, timber, things like that over here if you need to rebuild walls or do anything like that.
Yeah, I would say fortification probably be my main concern. I mean, especially with civilians coming in who wouldn't be able to protect themselves as well as we could. So I don't know. I think like making the walls stronger would be first order of business in my book.
And I think with all these people around, we're gonna have to watch ourselves more. because not
Mhm.
all of them are going to be trustworthy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, maybe when it gets like large enough, have like a security detail kind of thing. Keep tabs on who comes in and goes out.
Who would be heading that up? Like, out of you, Damien, and Shireen, who's the most murky person?
Um,
Just murky is a word.
mm, I would say myself or Shireen. Damien doesn't really strike me as like a, I don't know, like a gunslinger type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a guy who strolls into town looking for work,
Yeah.
shooting fools. Okay. Well, that's
Every
up to
party
Damien.
needs a healer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to protect the
What?
healer.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can try and pick out people from the guys. There's about 15 people who've turned up, and not all of them are going to be building walls and stuff, So you can roll to see if you can pick people out and say, "Hey, you, there's a gun. Go and walk around. Look menacing." If you want.
I want.
Okay, so just roll your perception and take a -20 buff on top of whatever buff you normally have. Oh dear.
My perception's 9.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, you pick out like 4 dudes who are like, quite strapping guys, and you just like chuck them AKs and say, right, just go walk around. And they're like, they know what to do now. Okay, cool. They split off in 2 groups of 2 and just like start walking around and eyeing people suspiciously. You feel very proud of yourself for engineering this.
Nice pat on the back.
Right. So yeah, what's your guys' first order of business then? With after that's done, this is your thing. This is where the campaign splits up, and I stop doing things. I stop working so hard, and I react to what you're doing.
That's interesting.
I've got stuff. I know where the campaign's going to go. I'm just, I'm taking a lot more of a back seat and just saying, okay, what do you guys want to do? It's your life, your world. What do you want to do?
Aside from rebuilding the walls and having guards.
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess set up our own space. Like
Yeah.
find places for us to actually live and like maybe a meeting place. where we
Yeah.
can-
Okay.
Away from everyone else.
All right.
Right.
Well, Dust Talon Keep is actually in a cul-de-sac, like a cul-de-sac of land. Do you know what a cul-de-sac is? Is that an American term? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's very like Welsh, I don't know. Right. So you guys are there, and like in a circular, horseshoe-shaped ridge is all the way around you, and the keep is in the center of it. So you can, Shireen, if you did you want to like go around checking out the land and stuff with your wolf and just seeing what the
Sure.
Okay. So you spend the day just hiking up in the hills and just checking around and like sighting things up with your rifle and stuff, and sending your wolf out to scout ahead. And he comes back with some game as well. He comes back with you. Roll for your perception, please. But take a -40 from it because the wolf is a lot more perceptive than you are.
Okay.
So yeah, he comes back with like 4 fat hares, really, lots of meat on them, and you just like casually break their necks and sting them over your belt and stuff, and it's cool. And do 5 more checks with the same parameters for a perception, because you're looking to see if you can see like ridge lines and different places where you can perhaps set up guard posts and things like that.
negative 40 still, or
Yeah,
okay? How many?
5, thanks.
5. Okay, I thought that's what you said.
That's good. Okie dokie. Okay, they're all under, so you find 4 good spots to put snipers on, and maybe people with like rocket launchers and stuff when you get them. Like okay, and you mark them out like with little flares that you've got that you found in the base. So
Okay.
you know, so there's like lots of like, but you break the flares off so they don't explode, and you spread all of the red sort of powder around so people can see it clearly marked where you want them to stand and stuff, where you want them to fortify. And then you see one clearing which is like a circular clearing with like a little lake in there, like tiny little miniature lake, and it's quite peaceful. And you look at a place there and you're like, yeah, you could put a table right there and just like play a really cool poker game under the stars. You're like, so you mark that out for yourself and for a little meeting place. So the way this is going to work is each thing you do in your stronghold basically adds to your dusk talent points, and your dusk talent points will come into are vital for later on in the campaign. Like, you know, when the shit hits the fan. There are different thresholds for different endings, basically. Well, not endings, but you know what I mean. Different thresholds for different good outcomes to certain events in the story. And doing that has given you 2 dust talent points for doing that. And
Yay.
doing the walls has given you 5 dusk talent points, so you have 7 at the moment. But also you're gonna have to establish trade links with different, you know, different places and stuff like that. Like Sweet Song has sent a couple of people over, but they're not being paid at the moment. So you've got to make sure that, you know, that they get paid and stuff. Okay. So, Damien, what are you going to be doing for the next couple of days? Because I assume you're not just going to be sitting there eating apples.
Yeah,
you
definitely
can
not
be.
going to eat apples for the whole time.
That should be like your signature, like Two Faces coin flipping. Should just be you with an apple, just eating an apple, just nonchalantly.
Yeah.
And then throwing a stick of dynamite under a car and watching it explode.
I'm gonna check through all the stuff that was left behind by the last people that were here, like any weaponry and stuff, to try to fortify the area, make like a weapons stronghold at the fort.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you find there's a whole load of catacombs underneath, where you were last time, and that's being cleared out by different people who are like they're doing it in shifts because it's quite distressing going down there and clearing out all of the human muck, you know. So you know you can just put stuff down there if you wish. Like in one of the rooms, you could just put loads of weapons and things.
I thought
Yeah, I
thought
thought that
organic was just
generated.
dissolved.
Oh yeah. But there's like, you know, stuff on the walls and all of the main stuff, like the body parts and stuff. That's all gone. There's still like gore and bits of goo everywhere that need to be like blasted down with water and stuff. So you know, they're doing that in shifts, and no one really wants to be down there because, well, obviously, you know.
Right.
But there are lots of normal weapons. So you got like single shotguns and driftwood bolters and pistols, 9mm pistols. You know, shitty little weapons that you wouldn't want yourself. But there are lots of them down there, yeah. So you can put them all on the single store if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an armory kind of thing out of a bunch of the weapons, just to make sure that they're all in one place, and so people know where they are when the shit hits the fan.
Why don't you do? What kind of roll do I want this to be? Let's have a little look. Alright, why don't you roll on your intelligence in 5 rolls, and because you're doing this with weapons, I'll give you -20 to your rolls. So there's 5 checks at intelligence with minus 20. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
my intelligence is 8. So.
Yeah. So you succeed in making a modest little armory. So you've got like a few racks there with pistols all arranged and normal rifles and things like that. And you have like an ammo store. And you instruct one of the guys that Jackson set to patrolling to go out and just procure ammo and separate them and put them into different boxes. And he just, gives you a curt nod, and then he brings up the issue of payment. He says, we can't survive on, we have families and stuff, we can't survive on just, a promise. Like, we're going to need some money pretty soon. Let's go and buy us some stuff from the traders and things.
Alright,
But you get 2 dust talent points for that, by the way, so you now have 9 dust talent points.
Cool.
well, I'd like to figure out how much each of our mercenaries that we basically just hired cost us a month.
Okay, you can do that without him being there if you want. You can just say, I need some time.
Yeah, I need to discuss this with the other 2.
Yeah,
so.
he's like, yeah, fine. Just find me when you've reached the decision, and we'll carry on working in the meantime.
Okay.
So he leaves, and Shireen's just got back, so she's just like dusting herself down from like walking around in the wilderness, and she sends the 4 guys to go and start encamping those 4 places that she found. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
I would like to discuss what we're going to be paying the people that were just hired to do their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That,
sure
how much money we have coming in to our keep, and how much we can actually afford to, pay people.
Alright, so everyone do an intelligence roll. Just one. Just bog standard intelligence roll.
Yay!
Yeah, that's good enough. 2 out of 3 is good enough. You can do 1 if you want, Shireen. It'll just see how much you succeed by if you do. Oh, wow.
I had doubts.
So you guys know straight away that each of your mercenary friends, each of the 4 that you have, is worth around $200 a month. And each of the people living there will require a subsidy of around $50 a month. So you're looking at 10 times 5, it's 500. For 50, 5,000. So 10 times 50, 500, and it will be 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So 2,300 a month. All in all, will be a fair estimation.
Okay, so we're getting 2,000 from the
Yeah. So basically, it would be like 3,000 a month.
merchants.
Yeah. He did say
What?
he did say that it would pay for itself. He gives you 2,000, and it costs you 2,300 because you've got 4 mercs as well walking around.
Right. Okay. I thought you meant something else. Okay. So, how many people are there? Like how many?
10 normal people and 4 mercs.
Okay. 10 people, 4 mercs. Okay. So we have 14 people, and they cost us 2,300 per month.
Yeah, everyone.
And then we
Everyone.
and then we earn 2,000 per month. So
Yeah.
it's really costing us about 300. Okay. All right, just making sure I have everything right.
Hold on, I'm doing math in my head. Okay, so you said 50 for each person
Mm-hmm.
as a subsidy. So there's 10 people, so that's 500.
Mm-hmm.
and then you said 200 for each merc.
Yeah.
So that would be 800.
I've given you.
500,
I've given you an extra 1 as well, so it's an extra guy there. So you got 5 now from me.
Okay. So another 200. That's 1500.
1500. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong rules. For fuck's sake. Never mind. So yeah, it's 1500 out, 2000 in a month. So you're making a profit at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 2300.
Yeah, I'm looking at a different. Yeah.
Okay.
You got a whole different part of the campaign. There we go. So yeah, that's what you're doing right now. So you're making 500, but 500's not a lot. It's not going to be enough to like buy a load of food and stuff. It's it's pretty shitty.
Yeah. But I mean, it basically pays for the people that we're having guard our place.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much. So you're not going to be able to expand with it.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to think of ways to get more income into the keep if we're gonna have more people around in the future. But we can worry about that another time.
Maybe like gain contracts with companies or something. Maybe like guard, I don't know, a shipment of whatever, or just transport something.
Yeah, you could send out the word to different companies that are around. They have couriers who come into town in Sweet Song every now and again. Or you can even go into Sweet Song and try and do it yourself. It's only like a day's trip away. Not even that.
Well, we
it's
have
like
to
a couple of hours.
go there anyway, right? Because
We have to go talk to Rockabilly Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I have a feeling you guys just like saying Rockabilly Jim. A lot.
I just can't wait to hear what he sounds like.
Ridiculous.
Right. So do you guys want to go? What do you guys want to do? It's like the next morning. So.
Did we already inform them that we can pay them X amount?
Yeah. That's all done.
Okay. I'd like to go to Sweet Song. Go meet this Rockabilly Jim guy.
Woo.
And yeah, do like what Dean was saying, like maybe put out a word like, we're for hire kind of thing. Try to get some money into our little town, so to say.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Asher get any armor penetration when he attacks, or is it just nothing?
No, it's just bog standards.
Okay.
He does when he gets to like a certain level of body. So he's just clamping down so hard it just goes straight through,
Okay.
Not yet.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Sorry, I just dropped a pen, but I can't remember where it's gone, so fuck it. Where's that pen gone? So yeah, you guys do all want to head out, or does one of you want to stay there, or up to you?
We should probably name someone who's like in charge while we're out, at least.
Okay. Cool. Who would you like to name in charge?
I don't even know who these people are out of character, so.
Okay. You can do a perception roll to see who.
Okay.
Alright. There's a guy called Terrence there, who's like, he's one of the mercs, and they all seem to be looking to him for leadership. So you just like give him command of the place. Say, we're going to go Sweet Song. There's your pay. Just make sure you guys sort yourselves out. You basically instruct the merchant to give the 1500 to the people and say, just give them 1500 and keep 500 back for us, please, and we'll sort it out.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys hop in 0, So you guys all hop into your lovely truck of death, and you start heading towards Sweet Song. And eventually you guys pull up outside of the township, which the sun's risen now, so it's getting quite hot, and everyone's just out, just in basically doing trading and going about the business, going to the bank and shit like that, going to work. It's a typical western town, you know what I mean? So it's ramshackle, wooden, fighting off dust storms and all that. The people there seem quite jovial and quite nice, and if somebody offers to park your van for you, you decline and park it yourself. And you get out and you can see the saloon. And there's a saloon there. And there's like several buildings scattered all the way around, including the mayor's office and the trading post, which is just up the road from where you are. And people like tipping the hats to you as you get out and stuff, and things like that. So it seems like a nice jovial place. So what do you guys want to do?
I am going to go to the tavern and look for information.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What does everyone else want to do?
Well, since we've not been here, I think sticking together would be a wise decision.
Okay, that sounds good.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm just figuring out my gambits because I realized I'm level 4 and I get a new one.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you guys are just, you go into the tavern. It's like midday now, so people aren't really drinking. They're just like sort of like playing poker and stuff. And Damon, you sit down at the bar, and the guy says, just comes over and says, so what's your poison? As he starts like wiping down the bar and like cleaning a few mugs and stuff. This way you say like a sex on the beach.
That's your running joke for
Yeah.
everything. Like, every time we're at the bar. God.
Well, I'm a whiskey fan, but I mainly came here for some information.
He says, well, I can't help you out with information, stranger. You want information, you're gonna have to go to, I don't know, probably Lockett. And he turns around and points towards a guy who's playing a poker game with a few other mercs. He says, he'll have all the information a guy like you'll need. And as for whiskey, we've got like several types. What price range are you looking at? Most expensive is around $75 a take. It's like, it's good stuff.
I'll go for a mid-range.
Alright, so he's like, he says like, mid-range is about $8. So he's like, yeah, that's fine. So he just pours you that and gives it to you.
Ready?
It tastes very nice and malty, so it's like, it's got a really good taste. Even though, me personally, I've never gotten what people find nice about shorts. I can hardly drink beer. People say, oh, beer tastes really nice. No, it doesn't. It's horrible. You drink it to forget, man. So yeah, you just down that and you're quite happy with that. Jackson and Shireen, what are you guys doing? You've just heard all that exchange, by the way. So you are standing there.
I'll just have a nail.
Alright, yeah, he pours you like a mealy stout, and that's $7. That's $7.
Okay. I'll tip him $3 just to make it an even 10.
Okay, he's happy with that. Shireen?
Well, Shireen doesn't feel like drinking. I guess she'll see what's up with God, what was his name?
Lockett.
The one that
Terrence.
Lockett.
No.
Terrence. The other guy. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So you like head over to Lockett, and he like eyes you from the top of his glass as he drinks. He's got like a hand of cards in one hand and a drink in the other, and he wins another round, and they all just like really exacerbated. And two guys get up and leave the table, and he's just got like a smile on his face, and he takes a pipe and puts it in his mouth, and then looks at you, and he says, he's like, so what can I do for you? And then just like clicks a lighter onto his, and like takes it like a drag.
I heard you might have some information as to, the general what's going on around here.
He's looking around quite nervous, and he's like, no information. Just sitting here having a card game with friends, and he smiles to the people around him. And they like to smile knowingly and start like, they're like the yeah, that sort of laugh. So.
All right. So I get a feeling he doesn't want to talk about it in front of people. So I'll try to give him a hint, like come talk to us, sort of thing.
Okay. He do a charisma check. Flash. Flash.
Oh, this is not going to be pretty. We are all very uncharming people.
You're basically dicks.
We're
You destroy
dicks.
people's balls for no reason.
No, see, Shreed is just really awkward. I don't know about the other two. Come on, thing. It's not rolling.
Come on,
It's like
thing.
Like stuck. It's stuck there. Oh, 88.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. He is charmed by your womanly ways. And
God. Okay.
he just like, he's quite enamored at the moment, so he's just like, oh, okay. So he basically comes over and says,
Alright.
deal me
And-
out of this round, and like goes over to speak to you guys.
Okay, cool.
And he basically says, listen, I don't know who you are, but you guys seem like good sorts. I'd leave town pretty soon if I were you.
Why do you say that?
He says because in about 5 minutes, and you hear like a couple of gunshots going off and horses like riding into town, and he checks his watch and goes, oh shit, they're 5 minutes early. Well, I guess you're staying for the party then. And he says, my friends are here, and it's about time this town paid its dues, don't you think? And he downs his drink and goes to walk out the bar. And you can hear like people like being rounded up in the centre of town outside by these horsemen. They're just firing into the air.
God. Well, I'm gonna get down because I hear gunshots.
Mhm.
But I'm also going to try and see if I can find out what exactly is going on.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, how's the atmosphere of the bar? Is everyone in a panic now? Or is everyone just like, oh,
No,
fuck it,
because there were only mercs in here, and they were working for Lockett, so they're just like really calm. They don't really give a shit. They're just
okay.
really happy.
All right. Well, I will have my hand on my gun just in case, and continue to drink my ale.
That's a good nonchalant stance to have. Alright, so, what's everyone else doing?
I'm going to. Well, I guess I'm going to stay by everybody else, but I'm going to post myself up so that I can maybe get a look at what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
What's Asher doing?
He's doing whatever you want him to do.
Oh.
He's a wolf. He's an obedient wolf.
Well, I know he's a wolf. Okay, he's probably not liking the whole gunshot thing. I'll try to just keep him calm, like at my side.
Yeah, he's fine. He didn't really give a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a wolf that's killed robots in the past, so he's just like, yeah. Whatever.
I know that, but he still probably notices like, oh, something's going
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah. He like he's looking
Not
at the
good.
windows like, Okay. So with squinting
Okay.
eyes. So yeah, he's not too happy.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? Who wants the highest perception?
I have 9.
Mine's 9 as well.
Mine is 10.
Okay. Damien, you get to act first. What do you want to do?
I want to assess the situation.
Okay.
Like, figure out what's going on.
Cool. So, you sidle up to one of the windows, because that's the only way you can really do that from where you are. So stop me if you don't want to do that. It's fine.
No, that works.
Okay. So you look out the shutters at the window, and you can see there's 7 horsemen, just rounding, like just trotting around. There's about 20 people all in a bunch, and they're just like firing revolvers into the air. And you've like flipped the blinds aside. You bent them with your fingers so you can look out. And Lockett has walked outside with his men. Like everyone's left the bar, and he's just saying something to one of them and pointing towards the bar. And one of the horsemen looks towards the bar, and that's when you like snap your fingers away and come away from the blinds.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna position myself to where I'm not directly able to be seen from the front door.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everyone else? Actually, Shireen and Jackson roll off on a d6. Just roll a d6. Let's see who goes first. Oh, Jackson will be going first, it seems. Yes, just about. So Jackson, what do you want to do?
I am gonna roll for perception to see what kind of cover is around me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see all the tables can be like flipped over. All the chairs can be flipped over. The barman's gone upstairs and locked himself in, so you can't get to him. But you can jump behind the bar as well. To you. But if they start throwing fire in here, near the alcohol, you're like, oh well, fuck that shit,
Yeah. I'm gonna flip over a couple of tables.
Okay.
And get behind and have my sniper pointed at the door.
Mm-hmm. Shireen, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'll see what Jackson's doing, and like Asher and I will get behind the cover with him.
Mm-hmm. Right. After you've done that, like it's all really quiet. You can hear like dust settling, all out, and and you can hear the hoof falls of a horse outside of the swinging doors into the tavern, into the saloon. And they stop, and a man just like calls in. He says, "We know there are armed people in there. If you come out with your hands up, throw your guns down, you'll be treated fairly with the rest. Lockett don't want no trouble, alright? He just wants what's due. Alright, this town owes him protection money. He's gonna get his due." We'll give you 5 minutes. Then we start firing.
Can we tell how many there
Damon's already seen.
are? Oh.
Yeah, it was 7, right?
Mm-hmm. That's 7 and the 5 dudes you saw walk out of the saloon and lock it.
Dean.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how on those like old Western wooden doors to into a bar.
Yeah.
You know how there's like a little bit of gap in between them?
Yeah, top of the bottom, yeah.
Can I see through my scope through that little gap and see anybody?
Do a perception roll with minus 20. Yes, you can. You can see the guy who was just calling in on his horse.
Okay. Well, there's already gonna be a fight. I'm gonna elect to shoot.
Okay. You get a full combat round. He's not expecting a shot this early.
Okay.
What's your dead eye?
10.
Okay. So you hit him.
And my harm is 20 on my sniper.
Okay, and that's an instant crit because it's from a hidden position. He can't see you. He is dead. His head just explodes and he falls backwards onto his horse. And the horse rears up and starts panicking and runs away. And everyone in the 20 or so people who were huddled together, they just like hit the deck, like, you know. And the other guys are like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then they just like start firing in to the saloon, like full on. I'm gonna have you all make.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I need everyone's health at the start of every combat. So it's everyone's
Okay.
health and stuff.
Well, Shireen has wait, no, that's Asher. Shireen has 14 health.
Not to say I have 50.
You wish.
14.
14 health and 11 armor.
Yep.
I have 10 health and 11 armor.
14 health, 11 armor.
And Asher has 22 health and 2 armor.
God.
I know.
Fucking OP wolf.
What's
That's why Asher's always the one who kills everything.
what does Jackson have?
14 and 11.
Yeah, Shireen has the same as Jackson.
And the wolf Asher has.
22 and 2.
Fuck me. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna make you all roll for that abrasive action. Let's roll Deadeye. Let's roll Deadeye
Okay.
to see if you can like dodge, you know, stay underneath the cover and dodge.
My Deadeye is 10.
Yeah, everyone's fine. So you guys are all in there. I'm actually gonna give.
Yeah, I was
Damien,
worried about Damien there for a minute, but he's alright.
I'm gonna give.
What's your dead eye? Damien?
What? I rolled a 2.
Yeah, but
I know,
is
what's your dead eye?
Oh, it's 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you all stay well away from the damage that's coming in, and you just hunker in behind. The firing goes on for a little while, and then it all goes quiet, and you can just hear like bits of liquor pouring out of bottles that have been smashed, and you know, bits of wood creaking and bits of like dust and you know rocks just like falling, you know, little trickles everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Until one of the guys from way further back this time just said, "That's Alf, you just killed my brother, you son of a bitch! Anyone in there, come out with your hands up right now!"
Did I just disconnect?
No?
No.
I don't know. That for a bit.
Okay, I was like sitting there and he just was like, "Everybody come out right now."
Yeah. It was just like everyone come out. That was just it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy just
The
turned
bait,
into
yeah.
a cyborg. Like he just hulked out into like, and it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about coming again. That's it.
All right.
Oh god.
Coming in the gym.
Is there any bottles of alcohol that are still intact?
Perception with a minus 30. Good, you're sitting right by them.
Yeah.
Same thing there.
Whoa, 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 whoa! This sounds fucking awful. Hang on. Yeah, the internet's gone a bit crazy. Just give me a second. Oh, sort out.
Got monkey onto then.
Okay. Not me, so.
Yeah, but I can hear the rest of you guys.
Monkey
Yeah,
sound.
it's my internet, definitely. It's just going fucking crazy at the moment.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with it, but it's like it's gone from like 3 megabytes a second upload to like 0. So I'm not sure what's going on.
That's annoying.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. No one's I don't think anyone's in stream at the moment anyway, because it's too early for the Americans to be up around. Just have a little look. Do you know,
Up on Wii U.
I'm gonna stop streaming and carry on recording.
But some ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're still recording, but we've stopped streaming. So that should be fine.
Say words. Say
Yeah.
something.
Yep, you guys sound fine now.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so do you. Alright.
Okay.
Now you don't sound like a robot anymore.
Yay.
Yeah. So that. Oh shit. Give me a second, folks. All right. Yeah.
Well,
back.
I got Taco Cabana this morning.
you
The
bastard.
breakfast tacos.
Alright. So Damien was looking for an intact bottle, apparently.
Yes, you need to roll a perception check with a -20 because you're literally sitting right by them.
Sweet. To be able to get this.
Yeah, perception 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I rolled like
No.
crap.
a crit too, yeah.
You find a barrel, which is completely intact, and you see in the top of it there is like a round, circular-shaped hole. Stop me if I break up, by the way.
Okay.
But there is a round, circular-shaped
Okay.
hole that you can, and you find like a bit of cloth that you can you can shove in the top and light if you want like a colossal Molotov cocktail.
Oh god.
Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna make the world's biggest Molotov cocktail.
Alright. I'll let you roll again, and if you can crit again, then you find more. Let's see. No. Okay. So you stick you rip a piece of your shirt off and like jam it in the top, and then just light it, and you just like start getting ready to roll it, and the other two are just looking at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, like. Do a body check for me. Check how far you can roll it.
Oh my
Nope.
fucking god.
Okay.
Can one of us help?
you light it and then you start.
I knew this
you go,
was coming.
You go like a really manly push, and it goes like 2 feet and then stops rolling. And you're like, "Oh shit!" Like, and the flames getting really close to the barrel. So you guys, Shireen and Jackson, do perception checks for me to see if you can jump up in time to. Oh, okay.
Chance rolled a crit at least.
Chance,
That's a bad crit.
I know.
Jackson, you spring up at this in panic. Go, "Oh, I've got you, dude!" And then you trip up and go slamming straight through a table face first. But the table then flips into the Molotov cocktail, and then pushes it outside. So it just goes bounding outside, and you just hear people go, "Oh!" and it just explodes. And I mean, just like goes off everywhere. And you can hear about lots of people screaming out there and panicking and just people just like calling out to God and their mums and to help them and stuff. And firing resumes. It's getting into the thing, and you just hear people going, "The fucking monsters! Kill them all! Kill them all! Let's fucking!" and they're just like firing into the. So all you need to do perception rolls again. No, Deadeye rolls to get away from just to get behind the bar and stuff because your current
Oh my god.
cover's not going to do it. All right, so
I got a good roll.
yeah, Damien and Jackson, after killing all those people, you guys just dive behind. Jackson's got like a bloody nose and is like thoroughly embarrassed. He's like, "Oh shit!" But you guys just dive behind the bar, and Shireen, you notice that Asher isn't going to make it, and then so you're like, "Oh shit!" So you hesitate, and then Asher just goes, "Haha, bitch," and just like jumps over the bar like it's nothing, and you're like, "Oh," and you get hit in the back by several bits of nasty bits of bullets and slam into your back. So they do after your armor. You are now on. That would be 6 HP. 6 HP. From 14.
6? Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright.
So they did 8. 8 damage to you.
Wait, 8?
So you
if it's
had
8
you had
damage.
14. This is after armor as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was on. Okay. So that's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
No.
So I'm on 14 then, right?
No, you had 14.
No, oh shit, that's Asher. I'm looking at Asher again. Okay.
Ah.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, Asher doesn't give a shit. He just like jump behind the bar like.
Asshole dog.
I'm gonna call out to Damien and like say, how many of them are there? Like left.
He's just like a lot less now.
How
Are we counting pieces or?
many left?
I'll check how many people we've got
Alright.
left out there.
Alright. Do another perception roll for me. Just to stick your head above the parapet. Like do 5 because there's quite a lot of things you're trying to see through smoke and flames and body parts and. Alright. So you can make out that there's like around 6 of the mercs left that you can see through the smoke, and like most of the townspeople are either dead or on fire.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
Because they were bunched up in like a it dawns on you like, oh shit, because obviously the other guys are on horses, they see that thing coming out and they just bolt, and the other people are like really bunched up in their middle, and that's where that's what the barrel hit when it just came out. It exploded. So
Just murdered a bunch of innocent people.
you took out a lot of the mercs as well, to be fair.
We did. We killed like 15
I thought
mercs
there-
with that.
Oh, we did. Okay, I thought there were 7, and Jackson shot one another 6.
It was
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
there was 7 plus the 5 that went out of the saloon to join them. So
Okay.
that's 12, and then the plus 1 is the Locket himself. So yeah, I mean there's.
So we killed 7
So you killed 7.
then. Okay.
And then 20 townspeople.
Fine.
Yeah, and
Our
about
odds
That
are
was
good.
not in vain.
20 townspeople. Yeah.
God.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Damien, like, call out to him to heal Shireen, and I would lay down suppressing fire.
Okay. Cool.
So,
It's really
Where am I?
weird.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, I'm just saying it's really weird to be on in a group where everyone actually has good perception.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
All right.
Go
on.
Where am I at in the bar now, Dean?
You are behind the bar, like literally you are squatting behind the bar with Damien and with Damien. And Shireen's just in front
Okay,
of you,
can
like
I-
just on her knees, like feeling your side, going, ah, just like recovering from being shot.
Yeah.
Bullet just grazed her on the side.
Can I see outside of the bar with my sniper from where I'm at?
Yeah. I mean, it's quite dusty
okay.
out there, and there's like smoke everywhere, and fire, and crying people. But you can see out there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot then with my sniper?
Make a perception roll for me. See if you can with a -10 this time. Yeah, it's fine. That's actually 44. So what you need to. So it's a crit. Yeah, it's a crit. So you can see 2 people on horseback out there.
Alright, well, I got 2 shots this round, so I'm gonna make my first shot. Nope. And second one.
Oh yeah, that slams into his side and he slumps forward on his horse, but he's still up. He's like, oh, you know, he's like literally ready to drop. Okay. What's everyone else want to do?
Start up my stabilizing presence
Okay.
to sister.
Okay.
So, alright.
Cool.
So yeah, that goes off. That's fine.
So that's
All
plus 5 every.
Plus
however.
5 each turn.
Okay, cool. So I am at 11 now. Yay!
Wow. We've passed an hour, so I'd say we have like a quick 5-minute break, and you guys can chill out for a minute.
Okay.
I've got to check the recording's going on right anyway, so we'll have a quick 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll get on with it.
Alright.
Okay. See you in a minute.